everyone, welcome back to Kat's Book Corner, where we talk about all things book and bookish. Guys, I read a couple of books. This is my November wrap-up, and I read 3 books. I'm in the middle of my 4th, but I read 3 books, and I'm really impressed with that, because I read them in a week, and I missed reading, if this tells you anything. I missed it. So, we're going to talk about the 3 that I read, and I'm going to talk a little bit about the one that I read half, not even half. I got the chapter 10, which I don't know, but we'll get there when we get there. But it was pretty good. I liked all the books I read. But let's get started with the first one, which is Red Rising by Pierce Brown. 5 stars. I absolutely loved this book. I loved it so much. I loved it so much. Oh, obviously it'll be non-spoilers first and then spoilers after, but this book was really good. It follows Darrow, who lives on Mars, and an event happens. I mean, I could tell you because that happens pretty early on in the book, but I'm not going to because the shock that it gives you if you don't read the back of, obviously, it's on the back. But that, and he is trying to help his people the only way that he can, and then he gets to be part of this revolution kind of thing. And it's just it follows a caste system on Mars where the reds are lowest, and Darrow is a red from the mines, so he's a very low red. He's the lowest you could possibly be on this planet, and the highest are the golds, and you meet a bunch of golds on this, and it's it's so good. It was gonna be a 4.5 up until the ending. The ending got me good. It was so good, and there's so many good quotes in here. One that I found, which was where's a good one? There's just so many, and so many I can't find one, but the characters, because they make you feel for characters that going in you shouldn't fall for. They're characters you're oh my gosh, I like this person, but going in that you shouldn't, because they're not the best. It's just so good. And this is a trilogy. Well, technically there are more books, but it starts off as a trilogy, and then the next books after that take place years later. But it's so good. It's just, I didn't expect I would like it so much. This is the first sci-fi book I've ever read, and I absolutely loved it and devoured it. I mean, it took me 3 days to finish, even though it's not even 400 pages, but I was busy those 3 days. But if I had a full day to myself, I probably could have finished this in a day. I devoured it. It was just so good. I was reading this on Thanksgiving because I was just so interested in it. And I can't believe it took me so long to read this. It took me 4 months to pick it up and start it. But it was so good. I'm glad that I finally picked it up and finally read it. It's really good. There are so many characters that I love, and there's so many that I hate, and it's just, I'm so excited for the next book. I hope I get that one for Christmas, but the next book is called Golden Sun, which, based on the ending, I'm really? That's what they're calling it? But okay. But I am so excited for that. But overall, it was really, the entire book I was thinking it was a 4.5. I was okay, maybe the next book is where everyone gets that 5-star feeling, but once I got to like here, I was like, oh my gosh, this is a 5-star. So yeah, Red Rising, 5-star, absolutely loved it. Okay, next is Shadow and Bone by Leigh Bardugo. This was a 4-star. I really, really enjoyed it. It was just, all of it was kind of boring, and I'm not a huge fan of the romance. Though it did bring me like where I've been hearing that quote, like, make me your villain, because I heard that everywhere for years. I'm like, oh, it comes from this book, which means it's probably in the show. Like, that's the voice I'm hearing. It's the Darkling from the show. So it's like, yeah. So there's that. I also got the copy that has like bonus stuff inside, which is fun. So I got to read like some of that because there's like some bonus material, which is nice. So I liked that. I love the magic system in this world though, because I love Six of Crows. This is basically like the first book in like the trilogy before Six of Crows happens. So technically I should have read this trilogy before I read Six of Crows, but we can't really change that now, so I'm reading it now. But I love the magic system. I love the Grishaverse. I really, really do love it. Like, I love the Grisha, the Corporalaki, the Etherikai, the Material Kai. I love the way that magic system works. It's so, so interesting to me. And Alina's fine. She's not my favorite main character. And she's the only POV we get in this book, which is kind of boring. But she's not really like, I don't know, I don't like her that much, I guess. Like, the story is alright. Like, I'm okay with the story. The main character, in my opinion, she's a bit whiny. So I don't like it that much. So it's why it's a 4. But, I mean, it's fine. Like, I don't have anything that I hate about it. I don't have anything that I necessarily, like, really, really like. But I love the story. I love the story, and I love a few of the characters that aren't Alina. Or Mal. I don't like Mal that much, but I love the Darkling. I love the Darkling, and I love Genya, which I think is the tailor. I like her. Who else do I like? There are a couple other characters that I like. Oh, I like Balgrove. I like her. I like mostly all of the Grisha. Like, I even like Zoya. It's just, I don't like Alina. And she's like this new type of Grisha that no one really heard of. And like, that's why the Darkling wants her. It's like, it's fine. But I do like the Shadowhold. And I do, there's this one trope that I really do like in this book, which I'll explain in the spoiler section why I like it. So I like that part. I really do. I wish it lasted longer and like they explained it more, because I get what they were trying to do. I really, really do. And I love it. I love what they were trying to do. But I would really, really, really like it to be like fully in depth and like realized more, because I really do like that trope. And I love the Shadowfold. Like, I love that like that is like a whole plot that they're dealing with. Because if you've read Six of Crows, we don't really spend any time in Ravka. We spend a lot of time in Fjord and a lot of time in Kerch. So we don't spend a lot of time there. So we're in Ravka for the entirety of the book. So like the map's here. And like you have like the Unsea, which is like the fold. But like I like that. That's cool. And like you spend time in like the capital, which is nice. And like I love like, because this is like a kind of like half court book, because there's a lot of like politics and stuff, which I love a good politics thing, which is I think it's why I like Genya, because she plays the role of that she was assigned so well. So I really, really do like that. Like the little bonus material that I got in this one is the note that Mal writes to Alina, like when he's in about to go to Fjord. If you know, you know. It's just wasn't really a huge fan, but it was 4 because I enjoyed it. It was a good story. I finished it rather quickly. It took me like a day to read this, so I'm not mad about it like at all. Like it was good. It's just I don't really vibe with the main character, which is it's fine. So there's that one. Now here is Daughter of the Siren Queen by Trisha Levister. This was a 4.75, which was the same as Daughter of the Pirate King. I liked them pretty much equally. If I had to rank them, I will say that Daughter of the Pirate King probably is a bit above this one, but not by much, because I really did enjoy this one. Like, it was gonna be a 4.5, but then something happened and I was like, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh. So it moved up a little bit. But it's about Alosa, and she's going to the Siren Island, like as they said in the last book. And, like, we find out all the secrets that her dad was keeping from her, and you get, like, more romance with her and, Ridden. I love her and Ridden. They work so well together. And, there was just so much, like they loved each other so much, and it was so sweet and so cute, and I really did love it. And I love her relationship with her crew, because she has such a good relationship with her crew that I wouldn't have like expected based on what we know about her father. And we get to see like the Pirate King's keep. We get to like be on her boat and meet her crew members, and like you get attached to her crew members. It's so good. I never imagined myself getting attached to her crew members, but I did. I love the action in this book, but I love a good pirate action. Like, I love Pirates of the Caribbean, and this felt like a Pirates of the Caribbean book, which was nice, because that's what the first book gave me. I want the second book to give me 2. There's also like a third one, which is a spin-off on one of her crewmates, which is nice, and I liked that crewmate. Like, I really did. I think she was my favorite out of all the crewmates, maybe second. But I really did like it, and I love the way that like she's not an OP character. Like, she has a ton of weaknesses, and there's just so much about her that feels so human, which I love, because she technically isn't based on, well, the title. But it's just, it's so good. And all of the action is just, that's good too. And like the way her mind works, because she was trained by the Pirate King, so she knows the way his works. So she's able like to deduce like what types of plans they should follow. And it's just, and the way Ridden like knows her, which is so surprising that he feels like he still knows her even after what happened at the end. But like he still is in love with her and still knows her based on like, she just knows her, and it's nice. That like he's not mad about her for her betrayal in the last one. Like, he totally gets it, because they're pirates. Like, she loves being a pirate. He loves being, well, now he loves being a pirate. But like, they're pirates. They like backstab all the time. So like, he's not even mad about that part. It's just, I love it so much. And there was like this, it was gonna be, as I said, lower, but like the big thing that shocked me happened, and I was just like, yeah. I was like literally sitting, I think it was, let's see. Here. The beginning of chapter 21 is where the shock thing happened. And there were only 24 chapters, so it was going to be a 4.5 for basically the entirety of the book. But like, something happened here, I'm like, I literally was like, they did not just do that. They did not. So, I really enjoyed this. And I really liked the series. The series was really good. Of course, there's still the spin-off I will probably read, but like, I thoroughly enjoyed this series. I love Alalusa and her pirate crew, and I don't know, I liked the whole thing. But yeah. Okay, the book I'm reading now is Siege and Storm, which is the second book in the Shadow and Bones universe. I'm only on page 162, and I'm on chapter 10. I'm feeling the same way I felt about Shadow and Bone. Right now, it's probably going to be a 4-star as well. I mean, I'm not that far into it. And I think Mal and Alina are both really whiny, and I don't like it. Though I do love, what's his name? What is his name? Sturmhold. I love Sturmhold. I love him so much. He is my favorite character. I hope he stays around for like this book and the next one. Like, I hope he's here, because if he is, it might move it up higher because I like him so much. I don't like Alina, and I don't like Mal. I find Mal literally so whiny. I don't know why I find them whiny, because the complaints that he is making make total sense. It's just, he's so whiny, and I don't like it. Alina's gotten better though. Like, I'm kind of not, I'm not liking her yet, but I am kind of being like, I get you, kind of. So I like her way more than Mal. I don't like Mal. I really don't. And this one also has like a short story at the end called The Tailor, which is from Jenya's point of view, like from the last book, like parts of it at least. So I don't know. We will see if I oh, I didn't notice that. Because on each of the books it says the same thing. It says soldier, summoner, saint. And each one of the words is highlighted on each one. This one's soldier's highlighting, and that makes sense based on the book. But this one has summoner highlighted, which means, I think I know what it means. And then I guess the next one, saint, will be highlighted. Okay, let's see where that goes. But I don't know. I'm not really liking it. And it's longer than the first one by like 100 pages. So I think at least, let me check real quick. Because I think this one is only 400 and something. This is 356. This is 432. So it's almost 100 pages longer. So I don't know. I'm not liking it that much. So it's still gonna be a 4 because I like the plot so far. Like, the plot's fine. I like the Darkling. And I love the magic system, so like that'll always get a plus. Like, before like I even started, it was going to be a 4 because I love the magic system. I love this world so much. I can't really give it anything lower. Like, I really do love this world, and I love like pointing things together. Like, oh, I don't know. I like how the world feels more lived in. Like, because this one has the map. Not the map, again, 60 Crows, but like a larger world map, because they're going to different parts of the world in this one. Or at least they start in different parts of the world. But like, it has Rafka, obviously. But it also has the other side of the sea. And it has Kerch, like where Catadan is. Like, that's where Kaz is right now. That's where he's being awesome, being the Bachelor of the Barrel. So I like that. I wonder if any of the crows or any people from Kerch will make a appearance in this one or the next one. Because that might move it up more, because I love those characters so much. And I really do like it. I really do. And then I hope this is true, but Alana will have to choose between her power and the love she thought would always be her shelter. I kind of hope she has to choose, because I like it when the main character loses something, because it always makes the final installment so much better. Because they're like, I had to choose, now I have to try and win back what I lost, or I have to let it go and find something else to fill that void. So I really do like that part. So I hope it does come to a choice. But I also like the Darkling. The Darkling was a bit better so far. But I think it's because we're like finally getting his like tiny spoilers right now, tiny spoilers. we're finally getting like his true face to your face instead of him hiding behind a facade. So maybe that's why I like him like so far from this one. Okay, now on to spoilers. Starting with Red Rising. Following Darrow. He is in the mines. And like he has like his family and his wife. And then him and his wife are caught breaking the rules after his wife. Like, 'cause she's the one who's like, we should start a revolution. Like, this isn't who we're supposed to be. And Darrow's like, I don't want to. I'm happy being this way. Because I have you and I have my family. I don't need anything else. But she's like, we need to live for more. And that they get caught doing something they're not supposed to. He is sentenced to lashings, but she sings the forbidden song that they have. And she is hanged. Like, she's killed. And then he does something stupid, which causes him to get killed as well. But, like, his uncle saves him. And I've got questions as to how his uncle knows the revolution. Because his uncle knows the revolution. Like, that's who they called to come and help him. And he's like, they offer him a chance to make his wife's dream a reality. To help. Because he was told that the miners are building the world for the other colors to come and live on eventually. Turns out they've already been living here. And they're still making the Reds work. Like, they're still slaves. But they're here. And they're being awful. But then, like, he sees it. He's like, I am so helping. So they're like, okay, we got a plan for you. We're gonna make you into a gold. So they change literally everything about him. They make him stronger. They change, like, everything to make him thoroughly look like a gold. Like, they make him taller. They do, like, all these procedures and stuff to, like, change him. And basically turn him into a walking weapon. And then he has to go, like, to the university and pass all these tests. And he meets Cassian. I kind of enjoy Cassian. I think he's fun. And Scrivo. I think that's his name. Yeah. Scrivo. He meets Scrivo. I love him. Scrivo, I think, became my favorite character after Darrow. Because Darrow was number one, obviously. But, like, I love Scrivo. And we meet Julian. And, like, they're about to go, like, to the institute. And Darrow, like, is pretty good. Like, he almost topped class. Like, he's good. And then they have, like, their first task, which is, like, they bring 2 of the people into the room. And they're like, only one of you gets out. So, Darrow kills Julian, because that's the guy he was in the room with. Julian is Cassian's younger brother. He doesn't tell Cassian. He doesn't. And him and Cassian become, like, super close. And he's like, oh, how do I tell him? But then someone just tells Cassian. It's the Jackal, who is the Arch-Governor's son. Who were like, do we know why the Arch-Governor is paying his son to win? Like, that's what the Arch-Governor is doing. He's paying everyone, like, to win the competition. And, like, it's so good. Like, we see Darrow, like, grow into becoming a leader. Like, he failed the first time, but, like, he had to help. And we meet Mustang, who we find out later is the Jackal's twin sister. But she, like, wasn't going to betray Darrow. Like, she actually kind of likes him. At least, for now, at least. So, I don't know. But, like, I loved it because we're becoming attached to these gold characters who we know if Darrow gets what he's been working towards the revolution. Like, even he is thinking it. If the revolution happens, I'm going to have to kill these people who've become my best friends. Like, and so many golds are so different than the others. Like, Mustang is so different from Cassian, so to say. Like, Cassian is who, like, we think of, like, when we're thinking of, like, what the golds are. Like, and then, but, like, Mustang is totally different. Like, she doesn't believe in the caste system. Well, she does, but, like, not in the way that you think she would as a gold. And then the Jackal completely doesn't care. Like, the Jackal's fun. Like, he's very fun. Like, him and Darrow are very similar. And Scrivo, he knows something. I know he knows something. And he's covering up for Darrow. And it's just, I'm so interested. I wonder why he's covering up for him. Because Darrow, when he was hunting, said a word that only Reds would know. But Scrivo covered that up. So now I'm like, what do you know? And, like, we learned out very early in the book that there are a couple of other Reds here in disguise as gold. So, like, it's like you can't trust anyone, but, like, you I'm so interested in the next one. Like, I cannot wait to read it. And it's just, that's not even all the thoughts I have on it. But like, I can't keep talking about it, or I'm gonna take up the entire time I have for this. So, so good. Shadow and Bone follows Alina, and she's trying to cross the fold with her friend Mal, who she's desperately in love with, but thinks that he can't stand her. And they're like, they were best friends, and now they're not anymore. They don't really know where they stand. Cross the fold, and lo and behold, she's a sun summoner. She can like summon like the light and the sun, which is like the opposite of the Darkling, who does the shadow stuff. And I like the shadow stuff, so that's fun. So Darkling like brings her to the little palace to help train her. But here's a trope I was talking about. The trope that I love is they are subconsciously blocking their own abilities, and they don't know they're doing it. Like, from like her early life, and that's why she's so tired, and that's why she's not hungry. That's why like everything is like, her life hasn't worked out for her. It's because she's been unconsciously suppressing her power because she didn't want to leave her friend. And I love that trope where like they're subconsciously like hurting themselves, even though they don't know about it, because they want to stay with their friends, and they don't want to like lose their place of, because they like have a definition of who they are, and if like suddenly have this power, then they don't know who they are. So it's like keeping their identity but like still hurting themselves. Oh, I love that trope. I don't know if I was explaining it properly, but like that's what I love. So like when she finally stops living in the past, she's able like to use her powers. Oh, and I love it. And like she falls for the Darkling because he's putting on a facade and being like, oh, we're the only two people like each other, and I love you. And it's just, I'm making mistakes, and I only do that because I'm near you. Like, he's playing his cards so well, and I love it. I love that he's playing those cards. And then we have the make me your villain at the end, where it's like, yeah, he's the bad guy. I was expecting it. Like, it wasn't really like it was a big plot twist. I was fully expecting it. And like her and Mal get back together after she runs away, and it's like, and like they kill the stag, which turns into like a control collar from the Darkling, but she's able to break from it because she gave the stag mercy. So it's like, okay, I like the plot. Plot's fun. And Genya, like, she's like, she loves, because she was like lower in society, she became like the tailor to the queen, but then the queen kind of hates her because she's more beautiful. She did like, the queen gets jealous basically. So like she rises from that power because of the Darkling. So like she trusts the Darkling because he was able to like to move her place up in society. It's just, I love the powers in this. It's just, it's so good. And like they have the amplifiers. Those are fun. Her and Mal get together. He says he's always loved her, which I don't get. I think he has, but I don't think he never ever knew what to call it, because I think he thought that she would always be there. And because now she's not, he now says, I need you because I love you, which I don't like. I don't like that. But we're not in his head, so I can't exactly be like, I don't know if he's always felt like that, because we're not in his head. We don't get his flashback. So it's like, okay, I'll let it slide, even though I think you're whiny. So there's that. The end, they run away from the Darkling, set on like their own path, which gotta say doesn't last long based on the second book. But I don't know. I wasn't a huge fan of it, as I said. Like, I liked it. I enjoyed it. It was just, I don't know. It was like missing like something. But I love the world. I love the magic system. I love the side characters. I actually like the plot. It's just the characters. The characters are kind of ruining it for me. Which is why, like, it's fine. Like, Genya the Darkling, any of the other Grisha, and like so many other characters are so much more interesting than Mal and Alina, because I don't really care. But yeah, that's it. Nothing that special about it. It's just, I am excited to actually watch the show though, see if I like it, because I think I might like the show. But yeah, it's fine. Okay, now moving on to Daughter of the Siren Queen. It follows Alosa, like directly after the end of the Pirate King, where she's trying to find the last piece of the map from Borden. And she does, like, we start off like with her like capturing him and like finding out the truth. And like he like puts her on a path of doubt, of doubting her father. When it's just, oh, I love it. And like Ridden is like totally on her side because he wants her to doubt her father, not for any like bad reason, but because he knows her father is probably using her, which he is. He is very, very, very much using her. Her father is awful. We never see it in the first one, so we don't really know, but we see it in this one. We know he's a bad guy. And we find out he's been keeping her mother, who he told her abandoned her, locked in his room for 18 years. So she like gets her out, but then her mom abandons her because she's a siren, and sirens aren't used to humanity, I guess you say, because they're used to families and connections. So she didn't really want to leave Alusa, but she's not used to having like the humanity that comes with that type of thing. So she leaves her. Of course, Alusa thinks that she's just being abandoned again, but like it still causes her to like want to travel to that island to get the gold to overthrow her father and become the pirate queen. Which I'm like, yes, go. We need that. And her and Ridden make a deal, like, I'll join your crew as long as my brother's safe. So that like she gets her brother out of her dad's keep and like sends him on his way. And like, you don't use your powers on me because they freak me out. That's what he says. But it's not the reason. He doesn't want her to use his powers on her. One, because he doesn't like how out of control she is. He likes it when she's in control of herself. And two, because he has a bad history of people trying to control him and controlling him. So he doesn't want to feel like that. He doesn't want to like have that trauma back on him. Which is why he's angry at her when she uses her powers to save his life. Which I've got to say is really, really funny. Because he's mad at her for saving his life, which is the exact opposite of the person who tried to control him before. So it's funny, and I totally get where Ridden's coming from. So he is mad at her for a little bit. But then he like forgives her, and like they forgive each other, and he's like, I'm not scared of you. Like, I know who you are. Like, I know who you are. And she, like, finally accepts, like, I'm in love with him. He's the person I can keep my humanity with. So, like, every time she's trying to use her siren powers, she, like, goes animalistic and more siren-y. Like, she becomes, like, a bloodthirsty monster. Which is always fun. But then, like, if she's holding on to him, she can see him and he can talk to her. She can be herself when she's in the water. And it's so sweet. Like, every time she has to jump in the water, she just has to grab him and they jump, and it's adorable and it's cute. And I love it. I love it so much. And I love her crew. Like, when they're on Cannibal Island and they lose one of their crew members, I'm like, oh my gosh, that's so sad. Like, I actually liked that person on the crew. And like, when they're losing other members from her father, like from the battles they're facing, I'm like, oh my gosh, I like these people. I like them so much, and they're dying. But the part that was like, I cannot believe they do this. One of her crewmates is one of her other crewmates' child. And she's a 6-year-old girl, and she's sweet, and she's cute, and she's in the crow nest, and I love her so much. As they're escaping at the end, this, excuse my language, this asshole who I hate so much, shoots this little girl in the head. Like, shoots her in the head, and she falls. And like, her dad obviously he goes after that guy, and he kills him. But then we find out, like, it took a page and a half for me to be like, okay, it just grazed her head. She's still alive. Like, they did not kill the 6-year-old girl. Though I would have respected it. I would have respected it if they killed kids. I always respect a book if they kill a kid. Even if I don't like it. But I would have respected it. But, like, they didn't kill a kid. Because I liked that kid. I did not want that kid to die. But, it still shocked me. That's how it moved up from a 0.5 to a 7.5. 0.75. That's what I meant. It was so good. I cannot. And the final battle where she like embraces her siren like nature to like fight the Pirate King, and it's just him being revealed that he's totally a coward is my favorite thing, because he's totally a coward and I love it. But like, I love her crew, like, because they're so loyal to her even after death that happens, and it's that she blames herself for, and it's just I love it. I love it so much. I wish there was like one about her reign, and I think we might get a little bit of her reign in Vengeance of the Pirate Queen, which is like the spin-off of one of her crewmates, so I am excited for that. But I really did like this. Okay, I'll talk about this one a little bit. It won't be that long, because I'm not that far in. But like, the Darkling finds Mal and Alina, which they should have been a little harder to track. Like, they made a very easy trail based on the hairpins that they were selling from Alina's hair. So it's like, that was pretty easy to follow. So they capture them again, and they're on like this ship with this privateer, which is Sturman. And I love Sturman. Like, he's so funny. I love him so much. Like, what was the last thing he said that I liked? I thought was really funny. Like, do you sell your country to the Darkling for a little gold? He's like, no, for a lot of gold. I assure you, I don't come cheap. Oh, I love him so much. He's my favorite. I love him. And then he, like, forms a coup on the Darkling. He's like, let's get the Sun Summoner and, like, her boyfriend, and we'll get out. So, like, they get them off on a different ship, and, like, they get the Snake, who came up really early, or a lot earlier than I was expecting, to make her a second amplifier. And we figure out that there are 3 creatures that can give her an amplifier, even though she's only supposed to have 1, but apparently she can have more than 1 if it's these mythical creatures, which is the stag, the bird, the snake, and the bird. But we haven't found the bird, and the bird's on the next cover, so I'm assuming we won't find the bird until then. So there is that. And she's like having visions. I think it's because like one of the Darkling's creature bit her, and I think it gave her a piece of his power. I don't know why yet, but I think that's what it is. So then they escape, and we meet like a lot of like Solomon's crew, which I love his crew. They are also very loyal to him, which I like. And then we find out, oh no, he's actually the second prince. He's Nikolai. He's the guy that we were learning about in the first book who never shows up. And I like him quite a bit. And he says, I'm offering you a proposal. You become my queen, Alina. And Mal hates it. He's like, he hates it so much because he's so jealous. Even though Solomon's like, this would be marriage only, except for the heirs part. You would be free to do whatever you want. You don't really need to be with me. It's just in order to connect the first and second armies so that we can stop the Darkling. Of course, Alina says no because she's catering to Mal's emotions, which she's not really, but like that's how it feels to me. And Mal is like, he hates her power. He really does, and I don't get it. I mean, I get it because I think it's because he thinks she's moving away from him. She doesn't need him anymore. Which, let her grow, dude. Like, let her grow. And he's like, the last thing that happens here is he's like, did it ever occur to you that I might say no? And she's like, she's thinking in her head, she's like, no, it hasn't. And I thought that Mal might leave me, that he might have enough with me. And then she's like, I thought we both wanted to help Ravka. And he's like, is that what we both wanted? And then he says, then she asks, we won't go to Azalta? And he says, you want to go to the second amplifier, you have it. You want to go to Azalta, fine, we'll go. You say you need the Firebird, I'll find a way to get it to you. But when all of this is over, Alina, I wonder if you'll still want me. She hasn't changed. And I wonder if the Darkling said something to him when they were on the ship, because the Darkling said something to Alina, which was like, he won't get you. He'll be afraid of you when your power grows. You'll live so much longer than him. There's no people like us, just me and you. So I wonder if the Darkling said something like that to Mal, and that's why he's lashing out like this. Though I wouldn't be surprised if it's just because this is how he's feeling, because the Darkling was correct in his assumption that Mal would be scared of Alina and not fully get why she needs these amplifiers, not fully get like why she does what she does, because he's not a Grisha. So, I don't know. I find him whiny. So, I don't know. We'll see. Though I do love Nikolai. Oh, he is my favorite. I love him so much. I can't wait to read more about him. And I kind of wonder if she'll take him up on his proposal. If her and Mal will be done, because I don't like them together. I feel like I would like I would like Nikolai and Alina. Because Alina's boring and Nikolai's interesting. So we'll see. But reading this one, I like it. But overall, I had a pretty good November. I read 3 books, and I'm finishing the 4th, and I really liked it. So, yeah. Like, we had a 5-star, a 4-star, and a 4.75, and this one will probably be a 4-star, unless something drastic happens towards the end. But, I really liked them. I really, really did. But if you liked this, please, like, comment, and subscribe. Bye, everyone.